Uh, Today I want to speak about real love, dragons and witches. So as I was a little child, uh, my father, as he saw that we fight each other, that we fought each other with my brother, then he beat us up. And if he had have the abstract viewpoint, then he had no okay. He get aggressivity because he gets angry. What he sees what we do, and he looks for solution in beating. So what would the children learn from it? Of course, they learn. Do I have anger? Then I have to fight. So exactly what he wanted to stop. Exactly that is what he taught as well. My mother told me many times I should say Mr. and Mrs. for others, and I tried to do what my mother offered for me, what my mother recommended for me, and then the people in my age, they didn't want to speak with me anymore, and they were angry with me. My mother never looked after what were the consequences of her wishes, what he gave me that I have to do, and she gave me many times very bad orientation, so I just suffered from the consequences. And my mother was never able to look after, okay, what does she do, what are the consequences. She never had the self-criticism. Okay, what do I do at the moment? My child speaks, and I interrupt him, and I go in his sentence. So had the had my father had the ability to think abstract, then he could say, okay, now look after. What do you do at the moment? You don't stop. You don't let speak your child out. Or if I wish to say something, uh, criticism or emotions that disturbed my mother, then my mother said, okay, if I had said this for my mother, so I couldn't say what was in me. And I learned the wishes of others are more important than mine. This is what I learned in the childhood. And it had consequences, for example, at the workplace, as I came back from the vacation and I get the whole department and in the morning, and then my boss changed in the afternoon. I had to have another department, so it was an extreme huge amount of information, and I didn't think to say, hey boss, it's too much for me for the first day to learn two departments. And this was the consequence. My mother didn't allow to express what I wish, what disturbs me, or my emotions. And then the next day came back my colleague as well from Netherlands, and he said, "Okay, don't give it for me." So and the bosses accepted it. So it makes a big difference in life. And is there a father who sees abstract? Then he can say, "Okay, what do you do at the moment? You don't let the child speak out what she wishes. So what will be the consequence to the life?" And of course, my mother didn't want that I suffer from the consequences, but she did it. And so it was about leading. I lead you and I tell you what you should do. And as well, there was a girlfriend of my friend, and she said that she had hunger. Are you not hungry? So she didn't say I am hungry, let's eat something. She asked the other, are you not hungry? And she was manipulative, and she led the others as well. I had an acquaintance, a woman. She wanted to marry me, and she asked me whether it's okay for me. She's Muslim. And so for me, it was okay. And in 3 months, she said, "If you want to marry me, then you have to be Muslim as well." And I said, "You put pressure on me." And she said, "No, I don't put pressure on you." So she didn't see the abstract. This is what I thought mostly. She didn't see the abstract, so she was not able to see what she does. As well, she was weak to see her mistakes. And every time you are weak to see your mistakes, it means you will repeat it again and again. So um, a man is there to see these unconscious behavior patterns, and he is not able to see it before 39, just after. So, and it means an extreme big help for the family, for the children, as well for a woman, because a woman doesn't want to uh, give bad life for her children as well. She doesn't want to suffer as she sees that her children suffer. So, a father having abstract thinking, but starts at about 39, she is able to help his children and her woman, because it's a force that leading others. So without knowing where does it lead for the long run, it has a destroying effect. And for women, it is very important. So it is the physiology. And a man, if he's already mature, he's there to help a woman not to have unnecessary suffers in their life. And as the woman, of course, first wants to have the lead as well further. She doesn't let the man to help her, and so it can be easily a fight. And it is about the dragon. It is the fighting of the dragon, and it is the point whether a woman is able to get to the point that in the life, not the important is the looking like, how old are you, how you look like, but the content is a father enough have enough knowledge, because it gives stability if you see through unconscious behavior patterns. And in this culture, men are not don't have this picture that it is the strength to open their ability to learn the thinking so much that they see through the unconscious behavior patterns. So they cannot help women in this culture. And so then women don't know the men they are they give the stability. Even if women are driven to get the stability, they don't get it. And from the leading, the children suffer. And today, every people on the planet have psychological wound, and this wound leads to misuse each other. This leads to illnesses and in big to wars and in climate change. And man naturally would be there to balance this strengths in the woman, that a woman will change from from a person who leads in bad direction to a person who learns how to understand others in her surroundings. And it's a fantastic big feeling that the other loves him because of it. And it gives for the other strengths. It makes the other very strong, and then they can give a good very good they can work very good, they can achieve very good. And it is the harmony. So real love is about that a man helps a woman to find the stability. He gives the stability of through his knowledge, and the woman uh, gives a man home by learning how to understand others, how to understand the other. And through the years beside the man, he learns as well this special thinking, this behavior pattern. So with the age, she will learn it. Until that time, is the father there to help her and his children. Today, there are two kind of relationship in the world. The one is the traditional one, that they give papa and mama the children together. So that is totally not about that a man has to show, okay, I am able to show you the benefits of understanding others, and I am able to show you how this abstract thinking functions, and it helps you. It is not tested as well in the Western cultures, they tell love is a hormonal drive. There is as well not tested this intelligence. Am I able to understand unconscious behavior pattern as a woman? Am I able to learn to understand the emotions and the life of other persons? It is totally not tested. The third kind of relationship is chased. It is already extinct. The last story about it was the Beauty and the Beast. It went about content. They fall in love with each other because they helped each other. One took care, the other gave safety, and from this came the love. And in the newer fairy tales, it's already as well disappeared. In the newer fairy tales, the prince is very beautiful, the princess is very beautiful, so it's already with the appearance and not about the contents. And this is our special ability as human beings. We are able to see the contents, and it is good for the children if you learn to see the contents, because so will you see the contents of your children, and will you be able to help them. Anyway, we do a life, we do a world that's where people hurt each other, and there is very much crime. We don't speak about it, but I show a few examples. So I saw my colleagues in the surgery, and they tear up the big toe of a patient, but the anesthesia still didn't function. So they were totally unhuman, and for them it was total okay. As well, some people on the internet took money from me. They were not fair, and I told the bank, don't transfer the money, but the bank told, no, we have a contract with the visor, so we have to transfer the money. But I called the visor, and the visor said, no, the bank can decide herself, itself, that whether it transfers the money or not. So the coworker in the bank, they did something that they help the robbers. It is as well crime. And then I went to the police, and they they didn't do anything. And after a few months, I asked, what is with the thing? And they said, we lost the report. We lost the police report. So the police as well helps, and this. And as well, at my age, what the parents did at home, they many times I know they beat up very strong their children, sometimes brutally. So this is the world how we live in. We lost exactly understanding. Understanding is equal with love. If you understand someone, then you can help him in his life. If you don't understand, you go somewhere and you don't know the consequences what you cause in the other. As well, you don't know the consequences for you. So, well, I could say, as a man, the life would be you are strong, you are brave to understand yourself, and it took after the teenager time about 20 years you are ready, and then as a woman you are brave to listen to man. So don't send away the man because his age looking like. But listen, what is his content? Because this content will give you safety, or will make your life better. So it's a new style, or a very old style. We forgot it. We forgot to learn understanding ourselves and seeing the content.